have now reached another episode of Sound Off, where we discuss everything in regards to music. My name is C. Isaac, and once again, like I said, the name of the show is Sound Off. What I'm going to do now is introduce my co-host. We're going to start off right here to my left.
Harvey Cummings, how you doing?
Blair Alexander, what's going on?
Also, let's check out my fellas to the right.
Duck, Dion.
I am Lewis Walker.
He don't know shit.
Nothing.
Damn thing.
All right, fellas. Man. We got a couple joints right here. Yeah, like I said, we discuss everything in regards to music, and we got a couple albums that we just want to throw on the table today, right? All right. So first off, we're gonna start talking about this Strong Arm Steady joint. All right. And Search of Stoney Jacket.
Yeah, classic album, dope album.
I didn't even. I swear I wasn't
pulled
finished.
the clap.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. My bad.
All I did was
I'm just
call
so
out
antsy.
the
I'm chomping at the
All I did was
bits.
call
I'm
out
chomping
the
at the
bits.
bits. All right, my bad.
So, like I said, we talking about this Strong Arm Steady joint in Search of Stoney Jacket. Now, we already hear what this guy says over here, so we don't even gonna start with him. Talk to me.
I mean, it gives me that little brother vibe. It gives me that, like, just boom bap, feel good, everything, you know what I'm saying, just all around.
Yeah.
I mean, classic is worthy. Classic is definitely worthy.
Okay.
It gives you that feel, so.
Brad?
His opinion is probably gonna be biased because he is from the West Coast. Just want to let you know. His opinion is gonna be biased.
Very nostalgic sounding, just like Harv said, very boom bap. It's Mad Lib, so everything is real stripped down. A lot of soul samples, a lot of different flips, a lot of different outerludes throughout the album, and just, I don't know, high quality rapping from Strong Arm Steady Gang. So, yeah.
And Luke?
So I'm a bit of a music nerd. I was that kid that would get an album and look in the liner notes to kind of see what the producer sampled or who he was using, and then go get that album. Mm-hmm. So Mad Lib to me is, a product of that Pete Rock, that Dilla, that Premier, that kind of sound. So in listening to the album, it gives you, in the time of the album that came out, it gives you that West Coast feel in some of that music. Mad Lib's from the West Coast, and so is all the Strong Arm Steady. Phil Agony came with a lot of energy on this particular album, and so did Cron Don. Mm-hmm. Mitchie Slick, for those of you that don't know, is a gangster, like, for real. Like, he's a real killer. So, to have him on the album, to kind of sprinkle that in was dope, because it was a different kind of twang and a different sound added to that particular album. Mm-hmm. Again, Mad Lib is probably one of the dopest producers, from any coast. So to put somebody as high in demand as Mad Lib with a group like Strong Arm Steady with their rhymes, it was a match made in heaven. So it's definitely, not a mainstream classic per se, but definitely underground cult classic to me.
Okay.
Listen, man. Cron Don is one of the most slept on artists from the West Coast, in my opinion. The dude is just nasty. Like, Phil the Agony, he plays his part, but to me, he's totally suspect on this album, man. Phil the Agony, he's suspect.
What?
Like, he's extremely suspect.
How
He basically laid it up to block it himself.
Please tell me how.
I'm just saying, man, like his flow is, it reminds me of Silk the Shocker and Currency. Like, I'm just telling you, man.
Would you say he's like all over the place?
Yeah, he's all over the place. His cadences and everything.
Like Silk the Shocker.
Yeah, I don't know about
I'm just my opinion.
We'll take that.
Mitchie Slick is nice. He's cool, but Cron Don, but hands down, the best artist in this group, man. Hands down. He absolutely shines on this album, man. In my opinion, the album is just an amazing album. A lot of people don't know about it, just simply because it comes from the left coast, and not a lot of people listen to the left coast music until Kendrick and TDE started coming out. But before that, man, strong SAS they're tough.
They've been holding it down for a long time.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question. Like, because of the sound of SAS, because of you saying about the East Coast influence and all that stuff in the track, do you think that artists, well, not artists, but producers such as Pete Rock, did they miss out on the opportunity to work with a lot of artists because they stuck to their codes? because they were able, the combination that Strong Arm Steady was able to make with beat and actual lyricism, you knew they were from the West Coast, but the beat may have had an East Coast feel to it. So did you think that a lot of producers missed out on the opportunity to work with more artists?
Well, I'll jump in real quick. I think at the time that during what we call the golden era, that 90 or that I guess 89 to maybe 2000 or late 90s, whatever however you want to frame it, there was a lot of East Coast West Coast tension. So the East Coast producers that may have wanted to lend a sound to West Coast artists, they didn't have the opportunity to do that because there was so much tension.
So we missed out on a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
We missed out on
Absolutely.
But it began, you look at like Tupac, All Eyes on Me album. You had Mind Made Up with DJ Premier. Different, Pete Rock and just everything else. Like they mixed with LA artists, but to the degree that it is now, and to just like you said, like that unanimous sound that it sounds East Coast. Yeah.
And I think Salam Remy worked a lot with Tupac too.
Tupac overrated.
Not today.
I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. Not yet.
Let's just bring this all up. Let's just bring this together with the album. Though. So overall, fellas, what we got it at? So,
Out of 5,
out of 5.
it's a 4.5. 4.7, 4.5.
Definitely a 4.75 for me. It was a couple joints on there you could have skipped, but overall, as far as hip hop is a marriage of beats and rhymes, and this album was the culmination of that. So definitely 4.75 for me.
I'm just going for 4.5. It was, good effort, good everything, good marriage between the beats, the rhymes, the feel. So,
I had to give it a solid 4. I felt like the album, there's a couple things on it, makes it a little too lengthy, but then again, that's Mad Lib. Kind of tendency to kind of stretch things out, which is cool, but I just feel like a couple of records could have been like left on the cutting room floor, But outside of that, dope album.
So if I can, real quick, and I don't want to step on toes, but what was a standout joint on the album to you?
What was it? Chitlins and Pepsi.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Crown Down was snapping on that record.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the opening record with Fonte.
Best of Times.
Yeah.
And Fonte's in my top 5, but I guess.
Oh yeah, same. Same here. Fonte has always been in my top 5.
So definitely
Arguably one of the best MCs ever.
Yeah, definitely. With me, in the words of Jay-Z, grand opening, grand closing, the best of times.
Two Pistols.
And Two Pistols.
Oh yeah, Two Pistols is another one.
That last joint on there, Mad Lib crushed that beat.
Or Like a Dog is
but for me, Two Pistols and
Shining
Best of
Track.
Times.
Shining
Yeah.
Track.
So overall, so we sound like we about at 4 1/4. We just run this whole table across. We about at 4 1/4.
Yeah,
Everybody need that?
4 and a half.
might go to the
Yeah.
0.3.
0.3, 4.35278864. Okay, all right. So that's a pretty solid effort. I agree. I agree. All right, we got one more though. One more.
What you got?
King Push.
Ooh. Which album?
Which mixtape, which album?
We talking about the last joint, man. You know what we talking about. So we doing a review show on King Push's first mixtape right now. If we all can go back to the first mixtape that King Push ever thought of, put out.
Yeah, all right.
That's what we finna talk about.
Darkest Before Dawn, The Prelude.
The Prelude.
Man, I'm very critical of my man Pusha T, man. Harvey and I, we were talking about this earlier. His mixtapes are better than his albums. You know what I'm saying?
He falls in that category. So
This album it was solid effort, very solid effort. I like that cocaine talk. Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? I like when you talk the cocaine because I ain't never lived that lifestyle, so I appreciate it.
Not that he would admit it on camera.
Yeah, of course.
I'm my voice, you never know. But yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in the album. After hearing My Name Is My Name and then hearing this, it's kind of like just falling down the line. What's the mixtapes?
King Push.
The Fear of God.
Fear of God 1 and 2.
Set me up for I thought I was going to
And
get
then
a classic and
Wrath of King.
and I'm
Wrath
just,
of Cain was the
Wrath of King
last
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, just I mean,
Is that the one with millions?
When I heard that Exodus 23.
yes,
bro,
yeah.
I was
I was disappointed in the album, in my opinion, but y'all can. Lewis, Paul.
I mean, I'm
I'm
always
gonna defer. Go ahead.
I'm always down, and I'm always ready to hear like new Pusha. I'm always excited when new Pusha come out because I know he's gonna. I mean, I already know lyrically he's gonna smash and have his clever punchlines and entendres. But it's always about the production because he always goes like through the atypical route when it comes to production with like these
Like
beats.
Nas?
Yeah, man. So. But like this particular project, like the production is just it's like sounds and different. He's just going over it, you know what I'm saying? But I felt the track listing was cool. I mean, of course, Money, Pussy, Alcohol is my favorite. Crutches, Cautious, Cassius.
Told you, Lewis. I told you.
I skipped the hell out of that song. Anyway, go ahead, Harv. My
But
bad.
I definitely, me personally, I liked My Name Is My Name a little more than this particular album, just in all aspects, in all areas. But like I said, this is the prelude. This is like the first part of the whole King Push series. So he's putting out another project soon. It's supposed to be like April, but.
Is that AKA this ain't my best shit? Like, like AKA this ain't well.
Just wait. Just wait.
It might not be.
Just wait.
It might not be
Give
the best. It's a good effort. It's still quality music, but Pusha's one of those artists that the more music you put, he puts himself into another class. You set these boundaries, and especially with clips and even the whole mixtapes, like We Got It For Cheap, volume 1 and all that.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So you got to understand like where he's come from, and as a personal artist, I understand he's doing the El Presidente thing over at the label, the Good Music and everything. But I feel he's always going to produce good music. But this particular project, he was really trying to go like real cinematic with it. He wanted the movies and everything with it as well. So, I mean, you got to respect that. So,
I got a couple thoughts on this album because I love Pusha T. I think he's one of the illest MCs, like, till this day. Grew up on Clips. Much like Harv said, I enjoyed My Name Is My Name a little bit better than this project. I felt this project in particular, it opened up strong, and then it started to fall flat in the middle. And then probably by its closing, the record with Jill Scott, that kind of topped it off, like, okay, it kind of brought it back. But again, it's one of those precursor projects to a tentative album that's supposed to be coming out. So, I think at the end of the day, I think he's always going to present quality, but I hope it's more so in this case, a case of I'm gonna give y'all my best records when the album comes. The production, it's interesting hearing him over Timbaland production. And Tim's always experimenting with different sounds and these little nuances in the music. But some of it I think was a little too far left, even for Push. I think the standout records on the whole project is the intro. I think the intro is,
Absolutely.
oh my God.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Crazy. And Metro Boomin produced the intro. That beat is stupid. And then More Famous Than Rich, Push was just dancing over that record.
Love that joint.
And I think Dream killed the hook. Outside of that, though, overall, it's a cool project. Definitely looking forward to the album. I know me personally, again, I hold Push to a high standard, so I'm sure he'll deliver on the album, though.
Lewis.
I fucking hate going last, man. I mean, this shit, like everybody has said.
Hey, man.
Everybody has.
Didn't he say pass? Didn't he say pass, by the way?
Pass. I'll wait.
I did defer, but everybody picked up on everything that I was gonna say. So he brought Timbaland out of hiding, from what it sounds like.
Hold on, can I say something? He brought Benny Siegel out of hiding.
He brought
Yeah,
Benny
he
Siegel.
really
I'm
did.
getting to that.
He did.
Really
Benny had a
Which
great
is-
verse.
the Dealing is my favorite joint of the album, followed by More Famous Than Rich. Money, Pussy, Alcohol, I could skip. But
But can I say something on that record?
Yeah,
I wish
go ahead,
Kanye and Rocky had verses on that record. That's my only.
you said you wish they
I wish
did?
they
I
had.
was
absolutely.
disappointed. I saw the
Absolutely.
features and I was like, oh, they're doing the hook.
I don't need Kanye on there.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Go ahead,
Oh my, because
Go ahead, sir.
you already had.
I already had
you went
mine.
first, I believe.
You
So,
know.
so in addition to More Famous Than Rich, The Dealing, you know, Beans is one of my favorites, and you know, from the sounds of it, it was he was a little raspy, a little edgier than we've ever heard Beans before in the Rockefeller days. From what I've heard in previous interviews from Push, I think Beans was sick, but did not want to turn down an opportunity to do this particular record. So
He lost a lung.
oh, is that what it was?
That's why his voice is like that.
So, but listening to Beans on this particular record was bananas. You know, Puff, I think, and listening to Push, Puff definitely took him to places and challenged him to do things that he hadn't before. So if you listen to the tracks that were produced by Puff, I think it was a couple of them, the intro and crutches, caskets, and lions, tigers, and bears, or whatever.
Oh my!
But Puff actually pushed him to do his best work on those. The Timberland joints, I know Blair touched on it earlier. The Timberland joints were very Neptune-ish, I guess. A little
Untouchable
bit.
is dope.
A little bit, yeah.
Untouchable is dope.
Yeah, a little Neptune-ish as far as the some of the sounds that were coming from those things, and I think you know, Push did pretty good in the pockets on those, but I like the album. I didn't hate it. You know, Push has been a guy that's kind of transcended, you know, folks from our generation and even folks that are in their early 20s are really heavy on Push too. So he's done a good job with that, man. I enjoyed it.
So you do like the album?
I like the album.
So how much burn is this getting in your deck? How many times did you go through before it came out?
It'll last 2 days. It'll last 2 days.
When it first came out, I was playing it for a good little bit.
Yeah.
What's a good little bit?
Yeah,
Blair,
good.
what's a good little bit? You can't say a good little bit, bro.
Maybe a couple months. Maybe a couple months. And, you know, I like to
I like
dissect.
Push. I don't know if I like him.
Yeah, it got a little bit. I mean, it got a couple car rides from me.
Yeah, I think I agree with Harv. I drive 40 minutes one way, so definitely down and back. You know, it was some good cleanup music.
Okay.
But
Good cleanup music.
but yeah, definitely not much longer than that.
Now, Push as a whole, now, I hear everybody keep saying about the whole fact of what we're expecting this project to set up for the next project, right? Mm-hmm. How soon or how much later do we say that the best of Push is behind him?
Never. I don't know, man. Maybe
don't
three.
know.
Maybe got 3 more in him. Like, I feel like
Because
he
album-wise, have you ever been satisfied by a Pusha T album other than My Name Is My Name? I mean, My Name Is My Name.
Other than the clips, though. Other than the clips.
Other than the clips.
Other than the
Only
clips,
album.
man.
That's
Are
his
you
only
only-
joint.
that's
His
the
My
only
name is my
studio-
name is my
Only
name.
studio album.
Only
Yeah.
single studio album.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll call it from that. But his mixtape has been his best project, his best work. His
Hands
free
down,
work-
man. Hands
Yeah.
down. I think
Yeah.
what happens is, and then I know we ain't got much time, but I think what happens is, like, he lets the label or somebody get in his ear, like, hey, you need to tone down what you're putting on the mixtape. You need to tone that down. But man, if he could put out what he's putting on the mixtape, fire, absolute fire.
So he another Fab, basically.
But Fab's albums have been good, though.
And Fab singles
Wait.
out. Fab singles out a whole lot more than Pusha T does
But
as
see,
far as
Yeah,
single work.
yeah, absolutely.
I think Push still sounds hungry though, and that's the thing that kind
he done ate,
of
though.
accommodates for that. Like he still sounds hungry on records. And so you know,
Okay, so we're gonna said all that to say overall, let's get this quick score real quick. So over here, we at?
Where we starting at?
Galloway already done opened his mouth.
3.2, 3.5, 3.5. Final.
I'm gonna have to. Dion and I don't agree often, but I'm gonna have to give him a 3.5 on this one.
All right.
I'll give him that good 3.5.
All right.
That was my number.
Solid then.
That was my number. It's above average, but you know, just
It's a B
put a
minus.
little work in, man. Just,
No doubt. It's just a little bit more.
just stiff it up a little bit.
We've gotten the whole thing, the whole situation about the music out of the way. Let's talk about a little bit of current events right now. Anybody got any good thing? Anything for
Well, I volunteer myself.
No problem. Let's start down here.
Reverend.
Now, y'all know where I'm going.
No.
Motherfucker, you know where I'm going. Birdman. What is up with
You
Birdman, dog?
gotta put
Listen,
some
man.
respect
Listen,
on his
man.
name, man.
You know, I did a little research.
Oh, true.
I did a little research
true.
and dug deep. And there was this one particular episode on 1 and 6 Apart. Baby, Manny Fresh,
Man.
and Wayne was there.
Man.
You
And
dug deep.
and
I know exactly what you're about to say.
dog, they were asking Baby about his grills. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, I bet the ladies love kissing you on your mouth and all of that. And Wayne was like, don't nobody kiss him but me.
Whoa.
Now I say that to say this. That man avoided that interview with the Breakfast Club because he know he was about to get his ass fired off on, dog. They were gonna fire off on his ass. On his ass.
So many questions.
Hey,
So many questions, no answer.
didn't you say you was a big Baby fan, bro? Isaac?
This motherfucker here.
My bad, I might be mistaken, dog. My
I
bad.
hate retarded. Shit that comes out of nowhere.
Retarded.
I hate retarded. I hate retarded.
Retarded.
Like, you just want to come out of nowhere. I ain't never.
I thought, my bad, I thought.
Don't
I'm
you got like
mistaken,
6
bro. I'm
baby
mistaken.
CDs up on your wall in here?
Now I ain't gonna front. Big Timers was my stuff now.
That ain't just baby though.
I know it was Manny and Baby, but
Where
you
your
know.
5-star, what is it, Birdman 5 stars?
all of
Fresh
it.
pair of
The
gloves.
Yeah, he got them
hottest,
gloves in
the
the
hot-
closet. He got them gloves
the
in the
hottest,
closet.
the hottest verse Birdman ever gave was "What Happened to That Boy." Like that, he went so hard on there, man.
Which probably was
Nah,
written
nah,
by Push himself.
How You Love That. He had a lot of good verses on How You Love That Volume 1. I know that might blare. You might be before your time, but you know.
No.
That
That's
shit
got
ain't
he
before
was
my
baby
time.
right there. He was
Yeah,
baby.
Nah, I was
Monte Carlos and
started
Regal.
popping,
That was Monte Carlos and
Monte
Regal.
Carlos and Regal,
that's
yeah.
my joint right there.
Put that bitch on dubs.
I got nothing.
Nah, but they put that.
I got nothing.
They-
I got nothing because around that time I was not listening to New Orleans shit. What was that? 90?
I was like 93, 94.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
If you wasn't from New York, I wasn't listening to that shit. And I'm from South Carolina, and I was not listening to no Birdman.
No, that ain't no
Wayne.
New York transplant, man.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Don't embrace your culture.
I am
Don't
from
embrace your
South
Southern
Carolina.
culture.
I'm country as a syrup sandwich, but I was not listening to that shit. If you wasn't Pete Rock or Gangstar, I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening
nothing
to that
on
shit.
it.
Nothing on
Put you
it.
right where you
I ain't
belong.
I ain't know about none of that New Orleans shit till I got to college.
All right, well,
Damn.
I got a little news that we can talk about. Let's talk about a southern thing that we might be able to agree on. Has everybody seen the Organized Noise documentary?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That shit
Absolutely
is
fire.
Everybody
Check it
seen
out.
the
If
documentary?
you haven't seen it, check it out on
Everybody
Netflix.
seen
I got a Netflix subscription to watch that.
just to watch.
Just to watch that.
Tell
And
me-
it ends today. I need to.
Tell me that's not one of the realest things
So
you've
much
ever seen in your
information.
life.
So
man.
much
Yeah,
information.
they
So much
provided.
history right
They
there.
provided a whole, generation of music.
Hold on. Do y'all know who Organized Noise is? I hope if you looking at this, you
Lord
know
have
who
mercy.
Organized. Because if you don't know who Organized Noise is, just hit the. Just
cut it off,
close it
man.
off. Just close it off.
That means
We're
you
not
don't know
talking to
hip-hop.
you.
You can
We're
stop
not
right
talking
here.
to you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
also, it does seem like Rico's still salty. Did anybody else catch that? That he's still a little.
He was petty.
Yeah.
He still got a little anger in his
Yeah.
heart.
Like y'all still didn't bring me on stage during when y'all won the Grammy
Like,
for
come
Speaker
on,
Box
man.
Love Below. They didn't even mention.
But does he have a right to be salty though?
No.
He
You don't think
doesn't?
so?
He doesn't?
If you've been rocking with this camp from day one,
But
And
everybody
these guys-
knows that there's business that's going to take precedence over friendship in this thing. And what may have separated them did not have anything to do with them relationship-wise. It's just business.
it's
That
just the
man
album
said
that
they
it's the album that
produced-
they didn't produce.
What
won
was
the
his
Grammy.
second album? Was it
Like, how can you
ATL?
be mad at me?
Yeah.
Like, how can you still be angry?
That man said
The
he
album that
produced.
you didn't touch.
Did he not? He didn't touch ATLians.
No,
but
it
one
was
song.
no,
No,
he
he
didn't
speak
touch,
about the love below.
Speaker Box and
He
Love
didn't
Below.
touch that at all. He
At
didn't touch
all.
it. He didn't
But
touch
he didn't
But that's
do
the
too
one they
much
won the
on.
Grammy.
Right. Yeah, they definitely should have brought. If I was Rico Wade, I'd be a little salty too.
I get it. I get
I'd
it.
be
son.
salty
Listen,
because
man.
my
It
production
is
team
business.
led to your success.
Yeah,
But, you know,
it definitely is business. But I
But
would
he
have been
said
a
they
little
did a
salty.
50-50. He said they did 50-50.
well, they got their bread then.
Everybody said they did. So he said they did a 50-50. You didn't just walk away from me. They didn't just let them walk away. So they did the 50-50.
I mean, not
Well,
to
coming
mention,
from the
they
West-
still get publishing on all those records. They still get publishing on all those
They
records.
get checks in the mail
yeah.
Should've
daily.
been on the publisher.
Yeah.
He should've
But
been on
did
the
it
publisher.
not? Did it not hurt you when they messed up that 20 mil?
Listen,
And only got 3 of it.
I
got
was
3. Oh my
that,
God.
but that shows you that Rico Wade is a man of character. Because nigga like me, I would have put out some bullshit records.
Bullshit.
Just kept going. Just kept going to
Straight
get
up.
together. Like, you gonna finish.
He
it.
said that man said he left $17
But I
million
think that was
on
part
the
of, I
table.
think that was part of the problem. What they were putting out was considered bullshit by the public. Like that was when they dropped SWAT Spiritual Healing, classic album,
Classic album.
Witch Doctor. They dropped
Classic
Slim Cutter Calhoun.
Slim Cutter Calhoun. It's
That's a
okay.
good
That shit was
album.
classic.
It's okay.
Like they were dropping classic albums.
Did they do
but-
that Cool
But
Breeze
Jimmy
album?
Iovine wanted waterfalls though.
Jimmy Iovine wanted them to replicate the
wanted
success of
waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
You wanted
And
another waterfall.
that wasn't their bag.
They
That was
mojo.
not their.
That
That
just
was not their
happened
lane.
to come through.
You can't
Like,
just
that
make
was
the
just
funk.
Yeah, you can't just make them.
That song came out of love.
It's so organic.
And marijuana
and Girl Scout cookie.
and other controlled
Smoking in that
substances.
dungeon, though. They
Yeah,
was
man.
smoking, bro.
Yeah.
They was smoking and doing all kind of shit.
Yeah, they had a good run, man. But I still think they're relevant. I still think they can do an album right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think.
But you biased though.
Huh?
You biased. You got a biased opinion. That's your
Why you say
opinion.
that? Why you
I'm
say
saying that's your opinion. Like everybody else ain't checking for him, dog. Ain't nobody else checking for him, bro.
But I think I understand where you're coming from, but I think just like the Strong Arm Steady album, like everybody wasn't checking for them, but that album still made noise. Like, you know, if they were to do a compilation album now, I'd buy it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm
You know, or
course.
stream it at least.
Well, I'd support it somehow.
I'm buying that.
Yeah,
That's-
but I think, you know, they have a cult following, like people that are in their early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. They're gonna get that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This new stuff ain't in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely think they're still relevant to those who actually give a shit about good Southern music.
Good Southern music. Anybody else want to go take a picture on Headland and Delow? Am I the only one that want to go take a picture on Headland and Delow? Like, am I the only
Jail
one?
pose.
Am I the only one that want to get to Headland and Delow? Hey, go ahead and take this picture. Man.
Real, man.
Now, the funny thing, now you see what they did, right? The whole premise of the whole Dungeon family aspect. These are people, basically Rico, Ray, and Sleepy. They all saw in these people what they didn't see in themselves at the beginning. Pretty much in a nutshell.
They made it happen organically.
So I'm gonna transition that to you guys picking your prime times on this, like your guy. Your guy. Like if you guys had any opportunity to get any artist, like anybody, who would you pick?
You mean from the fam? From the Dungeon fam?
Not necessarily from the Dungeon family.
Any
We're
artist,
talking
period.
about an overall aspect of you seeing something in somebody that maybe somebody else or the masses don't see in them right now, or even maybe they do, but you see something they could be doing different.
Though they're already signed, but had they not been signed by this label, I definitely would have shot to scoop them up, and that's Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
He ain't
Sylvia
doing
Demo.
enough, man.
But he can
He
rap
ain't
his,
doing-
he
you know
raps
what I'm
his
saying?
ass
Like,
off.
currently, he ain't doing enough for
He
me.
put out a
Come on,
song
man.
earlier. He put out a song like a month or two ago, but that was it.
Wait, have you
I
heard the
yeah,
mixtape?
I think
And
it's
then if
culminating.
if I'm not mistaken, him and Crit were just in the studio
Yeah, I saw
for his
that.
new
I saw
album. Like,
What's
I'm
the
excited
mixtape
about
he
it.
had out?
Sylvia
Sylvia
Demo.
Demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is
And that's a
dope.
classic.
No,
I
that's
like
a
it.
dope
I like
album.
it. I like
but
it.
I'm saying, like,
And honestly, I think
How long
he's,
ago was
he's
that?
still going through that
2
whole
years
artist
ago.
development
like
kind
damn
of
near
thing.
More
2
than
years
that,
ago.
you know?
2 years ago.
And that he's TDE, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
From
but,
Chattanooga.
okay, that's enough right there. Think about it. You got Ab-Soul,
You got a lot of pressure.
you got
to get
Schoolboy. Yeah, and then honestly,
Damn, Nat, give me some music, bro.
I get it.
Give me some music.
I mean, apparently, new album supposed to be coming sometime soon.
It's coming.
So
Coming
you know,
with
I think
that
Schoolboy is
Jay
probably gonna drop
Electronica
first.
album.
Then
Jay
Jay.
dropped it
Jay
on the same day.
They're trying to drop the same day. He dropping the same day.
And the Detox the same day.
Never gonna see it. Never gonna see it.
Oh, but if I had to pick somebody else, though they're kind of wilding out at the moment, Jay Electronica. I love Jay Electronica, man. I think he's dope. And then oddly enough, we're talking about New Orleans. Electus from New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very
New
well.
Orleans.
Yep.
He just kind of.
He just kind of coasting, man. Like,
I don't know what he doing, man.
He married. He started messing with the Rothschild chick. Wendy the Rothschild. Ain't she a Rothschild?
something like that.
Yo, yeah, he in that Rothschild.
Yeah,
right,
he was,
man.
and then he on some other shit. Listen, Erykah Badu will fuck your life up.
She can fuck my life up anytime she wants to.
I give it a
Fuck
shot.
my life up anytime, dog.
I give it a good old
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
swing, guys.
Yo,
I
every
swear I
dude
will.
that Erykah Badu done. Well, we getting off topic. So, if I can go, or do you want to go hard?
I'm still trying to think, bro.
I think. Damn, it's a few for me, but if I had to pick one, well, shit, Blair did a couple. I'm gonna do a couple too. I'm gonna go with Black Milk first and foremost because was that yours?
No. I mean, he's.
Why are you shaking your head?
He a little
Listen, Black Milk's catalog.
suspect, man.
Anyway, but this is my artist. Black Milk's catalog. As far as
his name. That's when we started.
Black Milk's catalog, as far as rapping and production, there are very few artists that are good at both. Black is somebody that you don't have to do a whole lot with because he's gonna do everything himself. He's not the best rapper. He's a hell of a producer though. So I think for a lot of folks, from a business standpoint, just thinking about that, the vast majority of people will tell you that ain't true hip hop heads or true listeners of music. They'll tell you they listen to the beats first. Thank God for Black Milk because he's a dope ass producer. Rhymes are probably maybe a 3.5, 3.75 out of 5, but you know he's one. Skyzoo's another one. Definitely. What, Dion?
Dude, the way you go for an artist is so damn good. Black Milk, Skyzoo, same.
Listen,
they
I'm
fall
sorry
from
that
the same tree.
I'm sorry that I don't
leaves
like
that fall from the
Future
same
and
tree.
Iggy Azalea like you do. But anyway,
Don't put that on me, bro. Don't put that. Don't you motherfucker do
we
that.
already know. We
Don't
already
put
know
that
what
on
Leon
me.
about to do after the show. So Black Milk, Skyzoo's another one. I think
I mean, he did too, dog. Can you do two only?
I'm just saying.
He
can
did
I-
too, man.
Skyzoo
Can we
was my
cut it?
second
All
one.
right, well, that's it. That's it. You was about to name another
know what,
one.
man?
You was
I
about to
ain't-
name
listen.
another one, man.
Anyway,
Man.
Skyzoo's my second one, and since I'm being bullied, I'm gonna let those two go. So those are my two.
If I could just sign an artist, or really it's a group, man. I'm just gonna say it real. If I could just sign Little Brother right now, man, like in his prime of Fonte, Pooh, and Ninth Wonder, man, like beyond North Carolina, like beyond everything else, like their music for that span of time was just genius, and the chemistry was incredible. And you know, if I signed them, I definitely come up with a plan to just keep them going, man. Like these shows, man. I don't think people had the pleasure of going to a Little Brother show at the Cat's Cradle in Chapel Hill, man, and
lost that
this is the energy, and it's like raw hip hop in its truest form of just like these really dope MCs and this producer, man, because like you said, the production is what carries anything. The production is what carry it. And when you got like Ninth in the seat, and he's such a historian and know it all, and it's just genius at what he does, I definitely would just sign Little Brother.
You know, man, all of y'all, in some way, shape, or form, a cliche. Jump out the box. You know what I'm saying?
You better say something good.
It better be good. It better be good.
I'm just gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blair, you probably heard of them. These other two, I doubt they have. Other three, rather. Mick Jenkins from Chicago.
The Waters,
from
man.
Chicago,
The
Illinois.
Waters.
Oh yeah.
Who do you think
Can
you
I
are? Who do you think you are?
Can I just say that this man? I got the goddamn mic right now. Can I say it? Can I say right now that this man should be signed? He should be making money. His content is
He's definitely dope.
super official. His beats super official.
His material, the whole concept, the
All
Waters.
of that, man. Man, Mick Jenkins, Chicago, come to North Carolina, man. We'll support you. You know what I'm saying?
signing?
I think, huh? I'm signing him
Double
on the
swap,
spot.
opening up a regular.
I'm signing him on the spot.
He said double says DNS
Double
records.
DNS records.
Signing on the spot,
Coming soon.
dog. Signing on the spot. Double
bad
Swat Radio.
Watch out for them 360 deals though.
Yeah.
Like you ain't getting that.
especially with this.
I will rape
Yeah,
you.
watch
dog. I
out.
will rape you.
Watch out of
Pause.
those.
Pause. I will rape you.
Oh,
dog.
Mick.
I will
Stay
pause.
home, Mick.
Stay home.
Stay home,
I'm
Mick.
just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Stay
I'm
home,
just
Mick.
saying. Mick Jenkins.
No doubt.
That's my artist.
Oh,
you want to get signed?
I got
you
put
wanna
on
get the
about
publicity,
2
I
years
got
ago
you.
with
Dare
Mick,
you
so
say we ain't never?
Like I said, who are you? Like who do you think you are?
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Oh man,
Scott
I'm going to Houston actually. I want to grab DeLorean.
This guy here.
Hey, hate if you want to. I still rock with the guy.
He got outshined on his own track.
I'm
Bam
so
Rogers.
glad
Bam Rogers.
You are so critical of every other
Bam
artist.
Rogers.
Huh?
Bam Rogers outshined him on his own track.
Congratulations.
Bam Rogers.
Well, why ain't nobody pick Bam then? Like why ain't nobody picking Bam out here? Yeah, you want Bam too, huh?
And me.
And you gonna rate both of them, right? You gonna rate Bam and me. Damn. Like I said. I'm taking DeLorean out of Houston, man. Like, his little vibe and crit. I just like that whole element. His little mixtape. I like
you
it.
rock with.
Yeah, I just rock with his vibe, man. Cool dude. Seems like me and him are kicking. I'm good.
You don't like that either, huh?
I mean, DeLorean is cool.
Nah.
What's the name of that track? No, he got one track out.
Which one is it?
I've been waiting for my whole life for this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's pretty dope. It's dope, but Bam Rogers outshined.
Anyway, well, guess what? I think that brings us to the end of another episode of
Sound off.
Sound off. Boom, boom, boom.
So we would like to thank you guys for watching. Once again, we'll be back next week with a brand new sound to put off.
Spreadmag.com, man. Holla at us.
Really?